Most relationships don't fail because of cheating. They don't fail because of money. They don't even fail because people stop loving each other. They fail because of one mistake almost everyone makes and realizes only when it's too late to undo. If you've ever thought, why does this keep happening to me? Listen carefully because this mistake doesn't look dangerous at first. In fact, it often looks like love. Here it is. People choose potential instead of patterns. They don't fall in love with who someone is, they fall in love with who that person could become. You hear things like, they're just stressed right now. They'll change once things settle. They didn't mean it like that. So you explain their behavior, you minimize your discomfort, you stay patient, and slowly, without noticing, you start building a future on hope instead of evidence. That's the mistake. Patterns are what repeat under pressure. Potential is what disappears when life gets hard. Anyone can be kind when things are easy. Anyone can communicate when they're calm. Anyone can show effort in the beginning. But watch what happens when they're tired, when they're challenged, when they don't get their way. Do they listen or defend? Do they reflect or deflect? Do they repair or avoid? Those moments are not exceptions, they're previews. Psychology shows this clearly. Past behavior is the strongest predictor of future behavior, not promises, not intentions, not chemistry. Yet most people ignore patterns because acknowledging them would force a hard decision. So instead, they tell themselves it'll be different with me. Trust me, it rarely is. So here's how this mistake quietly ruins relationships. You start compromising things you said were non negotiable. You lower expectations, but call it being understanding. You stop asking for clarity because it leads to tension. And before you realize it, you're not choosing anymore, you're adapting. And that's when resentment begins. Not because the other person changed, but because you ignored who they really were. This is why people wake up years later feeling trapped. They didn't marry the wrong person suddenly, they ignored the right information slowly. The late replies, the defensiveness, the emotional inconsistency, the refusal to take responsibility, all of it was there. It just didn't seem urgent at the time. Here's the standard that saves people: never commit to potential, commit to patterns you can live with forever. Ask yourself this simple question: if nothing about this person changed, would I still feel safe, respected, and at peace 10 years from now? If the answer isn't a calm yes, listen to that. That's not fear, that's awareness. The right relationship doesn't require constant interpretation. You don't need to translate behavior, you don't need to guess where you stand. Consistency creates safety, and safety is what love needs to survive real life. If this gave you clarity instead of comfort, you're in the right place. So subscribe, not for noise, but for perspective that helps you choose better before time makes the choice for you.